The sponsor of this video is Slickwraps. Slickwraps offers some of the highest quality skins I've ever used. This is actually an exclusive look at the world's first LG G4 skin. You can see that the skin itself is extremely precise and fits the back cover perfectly, and it gives the phone an overall badass look. So if you're interested in giving your phone a new look, use the link in the description to go check them out for yourself. The LG G4 was just announced, and LG sent a bunch of review samples to a lot of YouTubers, and lucky enough for me, I was one of those YouTubers. And after using the LG G4 for about a week, I can say that it's honestly a beast of a phone. But of course, there is no phone without flaws, so if you're on the fence on whether or not to pick up an LG G4, here are 6 reasons why you should not buy an LG G4. And I already did a video on reasons you should buy the LG G4, so if you want to see both sides of the argument, you can go check that out, link in the description. Reason number 1 is Gorilla Glass 3. The LG G4 sports Gorilla Glass 3, while almost every other flagship that has come out in 2015 has Gorilla Glass 4. And I'm not going to say that Gorilla Glass 3 is that much worse than Gorilla Glass 4, but I would have rather seen Gorilla Glass 4 on the LG G4. And I mean this in a similar way that you expect top-notch specs in new phones. You're not going to notice the difference between a Snapdragon 810 and a Snapdragon 805 chip, but with the newer phones you expect the newest model of the features available, so I just would have rather seen Gorilla Glass 4 with the LG G4. Reason number 2 is that it's not available yet. A reason not to buy the phone is that you can't. You can't just walk into a store and buy an LG G4 right now, and if you want to buy it online, you're looking at like $900 on Amazon and eBay, and that's a ton of money. So if you need a phone right now, you're gonna have to look elsewhere. Reason number 3 is not many improvements over the LG G3. The G4 only slightly improved over the G3, and the biggest areas of that were the spec sheet. It has a removable battery, it has a better skin over Android, and it has a slightly better camera. But the G3 costs about $300 unlocked online versus the retail price of $650 for the G4. So for a lot of people, those drawbacks are worth saving $350 and going with the G3 instead. Reason number 4 is build quality. The build quality of the LG G4 is very underwhelming. Now, I've only used the plastic versions, and the leather options do look enticing, but at least as far as the plastic options go, it feels cheap and light, and it feels like plastic, and it's just hard to sell a plastic flagship in 2015 market where even Samsung is moving to much higher quality materials. I personally dealt with this problem by using a skin, but there's still plastic around the edges of the device, and you just can't get around that, so I think LG should really focus on improving build quality when they come out with their future phones. Reason number 5 is there's no wireless charging. Now, LG did say that they would come out with a back cover that supports wireless charging, but it's 2015, and in this market, you need to have wireless charging built in, and that back is probably going to cost $50 or something. So really, if you need wireless charging, you got to look elsewhere. Reason number 6 is a rear-facing speaker. So the LG G4 has a single rear-facing speaker, and while it does get pretty loud and it stays pretty clear, when I'm watching a video, I still have to curl my hand around the phone, and that's just so annoying. And when there are phones like the HTC One out, anything less than stereo front-facing speakers just seems subpar. So I wish LG focused more on improving the speakers, and if they had a pair of front-facing speakers on this phone, it would be a whole lot better. So that's going to be it for this video. If you can think of any reasons that I left out of this video, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more content, including the LG G4 review, which will come out in about a week. And other than that, as always, stay classy.